You know what's so amazing about this Zamzam water? Zamzam water that probably many of you have drank from before and quenched your thirst with. What's so amazing about it is that it is the result, the outcome of just a few steps that one person took for Allah's sake in her life. It was Hajar radiallahu anha who saw a moment of opportunity, and it was an opportunity in a confined moment. Imagine being in the middle of nowhere, no one for rescue, no one for help, but seeing hope through your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards her in such a way that the steps, the sa'i that she took for Allah's sake, because she had hope in Allah, in her creator, Allah rewarded her in such a way for one moment, for a few steps, in a way that every single one of us are reaping the benefit of those steps, right? Every one of us is now drinking water, has access to this Zamzam water because of a few moments of her sa'i. Right? And it's not anything to belittle. It is something huge in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what she did for His sake. And I kept thinking today that imagine that this is just one moment of her life that she put in work, that she put in sa'i, that she took steps for Allah. Imagine the rest of her life. Imagine the rest of your life where you can be taking steps for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what outcomes are preserved for you, will be rewarded for you eternally, right? And this concept is beautiful because imagine if Allah rewarded us with Zamzam forever because of those few steps of one woman. What is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to surprise you with for every moment of your life, right? Think of the moments in hardship where you took in steps for Allah. Think of the moments of bliss, and gratitude and good things happening in your life where you took steps for Allah. Imagine all those moments if you couple them together and put them together. What is the outcome of that? Imagine Hajar's entire life. What was the outcome of that? We just see a glimpse. We just see one moment where she took steps for Allah. Imagine everything else that she did for Allah's sake and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward her for eternally. And this concept reminds me of one of my favorite verses, and it's actually one of my mother's favorite verses, may Allah reward her. In Surah As-Sajda, Allah says, فَلَا تَعْلَمُ نَفْسٌ مَا أُخْفِيَ لَهُم مِّن قُرَّةِ أَعْيُنٍ جَزَاءً بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. That no soul knows what was hidden from them of the fruit and the benefit of the effort you used to put in. Right? Sometimes you don't see the result of your steps right now. And sometimes that's beautiful. Sometimes that's actually more surprising to you. Imagine one day being surprised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala where He shows you, remember the sacrifices, remember the steps you put in for me? This was hidden from you. This reward, these mountains of gold, these mountains that will take you into Jannah, inshallah, flying into Al-Firdaus, inshallah, the highest levels of Jannah. This was hidden from you as a reward of the steps you continued to put in for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And Zamzam is a reminder of that. So every time you hold on to Zamzam, someone gifts you Zamzam from Umrah, or you get a chance to go, may Allah give us all a chance to go to Umrah and Hajj. Imagine you being someone who sees this Zamzam, drinks this Zamzam. That should be a reminder. Every single time you hold on to it or drink from it should be a reminder of imagine the rewards that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is hiding from you, right? That will one day surprise you because of the steps you took. Imagine the fruits that are preserved for you because of all the steps you're putting in, right? Not just your sa'i in your umrah, but your everyday life sa'i, your work, your raising children, your studies, everything you're doing for Allah, your Quran journeys, right? You're studying the Quran, your tadabbur of the Quran, you're learning how to recite the Quran, you're watching of lectures, you're trying to get better, you're finding new friends, you're going to the masjid, all those steps. Imagine the rewards of that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those who Allah will surprise one day so beautifully because of the efforts we used to do. Ameen.